Now we were discussing the use of can. The first use is possibility, theoretical possibility, of course. Smoking can be harmful to you. The second use is capacity. Can shows capacity. The example is, this jug can hold a liter of water. The capacity of this jug is a liter. Then we have ability in the present. This is another use of can. He can solve the riddle. Then the fourth use of can is negative inference. For example, he wears thick glasses, and what conclusion do we draw? His eyesight cannot be good. His eyesight cannot be good. This is negative inference. While we use must for positive inference, we use cannot for negative inference. He wears thick glasses. His eyesight must be poor for positive inference, and his eyesight cannot be good for negative inference. Then we have could. The first use of could is ability in the past. He could swim when he was just 10. The second is polite request. In fact, could is the model which expresses the most polite request. Could you lend me rupees 500 please? Could you show me the way to the railway station please? Then the third use is, it shows a weak possibility. In fact, weakest possibility. He could be ill. We say he has not come to school, and we conclude he could be ill. Then past form of can. Could is the past form of can. He said that he could help me, because it is in the past and we cannot use can here. So this was the use of could. Then we have use of will. Will and shall, they are the common models used in day-to-day conversation. Its first use is, it is used with the second person and third person to show simple future action, simple futurity. He will help you. The second use of will is, it shows natural phenomena. Flowers will bloom in the spring season. It is natural. Third, will is used to show prediction. Price of gold will rise next week. This is the prediction that the price of gold will rise next week. Then it is used to show characteristic habit. Characteristic habit in the present. If one has a characteristic habit in the present, we use will. For example, he will talk about nothing but films. So it is his characteristic habit to talk about films only. So this is the use of will. Then now we will discuss the use of shall. While we use will with the second person and third person to show simple futurity, we use shall with first person to show futurity, simple action in the future. I shall play in the evening. This is a simple action in the future. Then we have shall is used to show promise. You shall be given a holiday if you complete the work in time. The third use of shall is it shows offer of help. Shall I carry your bag, please? This is the offer of help shown by shall. Then its next use is it shows instructions and prohibition. Nobody shall enter the room without permission. Nobody shall enter the room without permission. So this is instruction and prohibition denoted by shall. The next model is would. First past form of will. Its first use is past form of will. Example is he said that he would help me. So we are using because it is in the main clause is in the past tense. The subordinate clause will also be in the past tense. Then its next use is it is used to show this preference. I would rather die than beg. The third use of would is it is used to show characteristic habit in the past. Our teacher would always carry a bag. So it is a characteristic habit, and then it is used to show intention. I would like to tell you a story. Here it is the writer's intention to tell somebody a story, and we use would. The next use of would is in conditional clauses. In the second and third conditional clauses. For example, what would you do if you had a lot of money? Then we use would in to express strong desire. Would that I were an actor. So it will be followed by the sign of exclamation. It's a strong wish that the speaker wants that it would have been better if he had been an actor. So this is the use of would. Now the next model is should. It shows duty or obligation. We should love our country. Then we have another use of it. It shows suggestion or advice, you should consult a good doctor, or we can say you should read good books. The third use of should is it shows assumption with lest. Lest is always followed by should. For example, work hard lest we should lose the match. So these are the main uses of should. The next model is must. Must is also used to show duty, obligation, advice, etc. For example, we have you must learn to obey traffic rules. Number second use of must is necessity. It is not shown by should. Necessity. For example, my brother is ill. I must take him to a doctor. So it is necessity. For another example is it is getting dark. I must go now. The third use of must is positive inference. For example, this hotel is always full of people. And what do we infer? It must be very good. So the opposite of must, so far a positive inference is concerned, is cannot, not, must not. And then must is used to show certainty, 100% possibility. Everybody must die sooner or later. So it is certain that everybody will die. So these were the uses of must. Then we have ought. Ought is also used to show duty, obligation, advice, etc. Please note that the mod is ought, not ought to. Ought is always followed by the to infinitive. We ought to obey our teachers. Then the second use of ought is desirability. You ought to have stopped at the traffic lights. So these are the uses of ought. Our next model is used. Used is also followed by the to infinitive. It is not followed by the bare infinitive, and it denotes habit in the past. We have he used to work hard when he was a child. Or we can say he used to cry a lot when he was a child. It was his habit in the past. Then it is used to show contrast. He used to have long hair. Now his hair is short. So this is the contrast denoted by the modal used. Please note that use is followed by the to infinitive. The next modal is need. Need is always used in the negative and interrogative sentences, never in the affirmative sentences. Please note it. And it shows lack of obligation. For example, she lives in the heart of city. She need not buy a car. Or we have another sentence. I have washed the car. You needn't wash it now. So it is need not. It is used in the negative and interrogative sentences. And then need I thank you for your help. Then the next model is dear. Dear is also used in the negative and interrogative sentences, and it shows courage. For example, she dare not abuse me to my face. This is a negative sentence, and the interrogative sentence is how dare you open my letter. How dare you open my letter? So need and dare are two models which are never used in the affirmative sentences. And one point more, used, need and dare are also known as semi-models, because unlike other models, they can be used both as helping verbs and as main verb. So this was all about the models. So we will recapitulate whatever we have learned. There are 13 models in English language. Models express our different moods. Models are used as helping verbs with the main verb to change the meaning of the main verb in some way. Then they show different moods such as certainty, possibility, contrast, habitual action, determination, etc. So we must use the models with great care, and we should note that used and odd are two models which are followed by the to infinitive, whereas other models take the bare infinitive after them.